Prior to the procession beginning, we would like to note corrections in the program. Catherine Batchelor should be listed as treasurer, and Jameson Bodenberg should be listed as secretary. Both will help hand out diplomas as class officers. Also, we'd like to thank Rachel at RJG Flowers for the beautiful arrangement center stage. The processional will begin momentarily. Thank you.
An honor guard of Simsbury High graduates will now present the colors. We ask that you remain standing throughout the national anthem and the Pledge of Allegiance.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated.
Order, arm, detail, right, face, forward, march.
Ms. Selina, members of the Board of Education, Mr. Curtis, Mr. Petrina, administration, faculty, First Selectman Maxudis, members of clergy, parents, family, friends, fellow graduates, welcome to the commencement exercise of the Simsbury High School class of 2023. To the class of 2023, I would like to begin by offering a congratulations to each and every one of you sitting here this evening. It has not been an easy feat to persevere throughout these past 4 years. Yet, persevering is exactly what I think our class has done. For when I think of a defining word or phrase of our class, I seemingly think of our dedication, our pursuit to a higher understanding, to learning, and our path through the struggles we have faced. We together have persevered. In a time where everything in our lives has been disrupted, tearing us apart, I have seen this class grow, using the tools of our future to enable compassion and welcome each other. I've seen IPS students become aspiring physicists. I've seen readers of the Odyssey become eloquent poets, from struggling with conjugation to becoming fluent speakers, from IED to the Electrothon, from Hairspray to Matilda, from Battle of the Bands in the auditorium to this very venue. From freshman year to senior year, from awkward teens to full-fledged adults, from 2019 to 2023, this class has grown incomprehensibly. It can be easy to forget the determination, the drive, the hard work, the persistence, and the perseverance that you all have been striving for in the past 4 years. These 4 years have shaped you, molded you, created you. Appreciate every moment, no matter how difficult it has been. It has been an honor to grow alongside you, and it has and forever will be an honor to have been your president. To the class of 2023, I ask that you give me this honor one more time. I ask that you let me give you your last high school assignment. I want to give you 2 numbers, 20, 35, and 12. 12 years ago, give or take a few days, was our last day of kindergarten. 12 years from today, the kindergartners of 2023 will be walking this very stage, the class of 2035. In the next 12 years, or until we meet again, I ask that you stay present in every moment, for we have all learned that time is not guaranteed. Appreciate the human connections you make. Appreciate the time that you have. And most of all, persevere. And when we meet again, share those stories of perseverance. Share how you have spent every moment. To the class of 2023, it is now our turn. Our turn to shape the world. Our turn to make a difference. Our turn to create. If there is one thing that I have learned from our class, it is that I am confident that we are bound for greatness. The world is in our hands, class of 2023.
Everyone has a fairy tale that they're chasing or a dream that keeps them going. For me, that fairy tale was Simsbury, Connecticut. I know it sounds crazy, but let me tell you a little bit more about where I'm coming from. If you know me, you'd know that my family moved from California to New England when I was 16. For those of you that don't know me, hi, I'm Colin Harper, and my family moved from California to New England when I was 16. I live 20 minutes away from the beach, 30 minutes away from San Francisco, and 2 blocks away from an incredible Mexican restaurant and a so-so convenience store. When I bring it up, and oh, do I bring it up, almost everyone asks the same question. Why? Why would you leave California to move to Simsbury? The simple answer to that, why not? Simsbury was a fairy tale ending for me. I got to leave the city and escape to a simpler life. You could say that the stress of resume building had me ready to retire by 16. What I quickly learned, however, is that a change of scenery does not change who you are. It just gives you that much more room to grow. My days are still jam-packed, and there's always something to be doing. The classes and programs at Simsbury High School did put up a good fight. That being said, I have learned a lot from the fever dream whirlwind that was my last 2 years in a new place. Firstly, you can find good people everywhere you go. It started with my amazing parents, who left their jobs and moved across the country to give my siblings and I new opportunities. However, there's also friends. Friends that will help you plan road trips that never happen. Friends that will play Just Dance with you for your birthday party. Friends that will start a band that plays the same restaurant every 3 months. That's my friends, at least. the people that I've laughed and cried with. Don't get me wrong, I like Simsbury, but I could not have gotten through these last 2 years without them. I had to cross the country to find these people. But I think if you really look hard enough, you'll find that some of the best friends you'll ever have are already in front of you. Secondly, explore the here and the now. When I was in California, I would get up at 4 a.m. to bike around my city a couple mornings each week. One time, I was biking along the bay, and I discovered a secret beach tucked away behind a cliff. I'll never forget that quiet morning I spent alone on the beach, because it was also the day I found out that we were moving here. Simsbury is nothing special to most of you. Some of you probably can't even wait to escape it. But I think it's also worth looking closer. I've made lifelong memories here in our local McDonald's, and I can tell you about every bizarre trip to Chili's. Not to mention the dozens of hiking trails that aren't just Talcott Mountain. There's so much to appreciate right where we are. But now it's time for us to explore something new. Just remember that Simsbury will always be here when you get homesick. Now, this last one is by far the most important to me. And I want to share this part of who I am with all of you. Fall in love with your life. If you don't like something, you can change it. Whether the change is big or small, it's rarely easy and almost never comfortable. But we're already 18 years into the one life that we get. We don't have time to settle for things that make us unhappy. Now, there's no law saying you can't find a new job or just up and move. I've done it. Meet new people, find a new job, climb a mountain, dance in the rain, look for rocks on the beach, get sick in a CVS bathroom because you thought it was a good idea to get ice cream and a milkshake. Actually, don't do that last one. Today, you get a chance to hit reset and start making memories that become part of who you are. Just remember this, nothing is as permanent as it seems. So when you put it like that, a happily ever after seems so simple. Love your people, love where you live, and love what you do. If you don't love it, change it. Maybe it is easier said than done, but it's never too late to try. We all have a Simsbury out there somewhere, a fairy tale to find, so why should we settle for anything less? This class of 2023 has some of the most intelligent, creative, talented people that this world has ever seen, and you better believe we are going to love our lives. Take the plunge. Go find your Simsbury.
Hola. All right, nice work. Hello, good evening. When I was first told that the seniors had voted me to be tonight's speaker, I immediately tried to go back in my head to figure out which of you seniors I have wronged. Was it when I made you give a presentation about a Spanish-speaking artist in my class? Was it that time I stopped you from bringing silly string into the football game? Or maybe it was anyone I ever taught bright and early who didn't enjoy my daily screams of joy. Really, after being one of your class advisors for the past 4 years, I couldn't think of who would do this to me. Eventually, I did get over it. And once the initial shock wore off, I became truly humbled and honored for this opportunity you all have been so generous in giving me. So, I then began to sift through everything in my brain and thought about all the things that I, a high school Spanish teacher, and tonight's chosen one, could speak about. Once I finally decided that an entire graduation speech about my love for Bad Bunny and his music probably wouldn't be too appreciated, I decided I would speak about my second favorite thing in the world, and that is the gift of travel. Travel. It's more than just going to new places and experiencing different cultures. It's an opportunity to learn and to grow, to expand our horizons and challenge our assumptions about the society in which we live. When we travel, we have the chance to see things from a different perspective and gain a deeper understanding of ourselves and our place in this world. One of my favorite quotes comes from the American author Mark Twain, who said, "Travel is fatal to prejudice, bigotry, and narrow-mindedness, and many of our people need it sorely on these accounts. Broad, wholesome, Charitable views of men and things cannot be acquired by vegetating in one little corner of the earth all one's lifetime. And he's right. How one-dimensional would life be if you stared at the same four walls? Travel. It exposes us to different ways of thinking and living and challenges us to see the world in a different way. It teaches us to be more tolerant and open-minded and helps us to appreciate the diversity that makes our world so rich. But travel is not just about experiencing new cultures and gaining a broader perspective. It's also about creating memories and building relationships. Just like the bonds you have all created here in Simsbury, when we travel with others, we create shared experiences that we will remember for the rest of our lives. We connect with people over our sense of adventure and the challenges we face together, and I truly cannot wait for you to discover these unique bonds that you have yet to create. 14 years ago, I was sitting where you all are right now. And just like many of you, I remember thinking, man, I cannot wait to get out of here. So I did that. I got out and I saw the world. By plane, train, bus, and car, I have been traveling as much as I can ever since I walked across this very same stage. And while every single trip has been eye-opening, beautiful, and exciting, they also have one other thing in common, and that is the gratitude and joy I feel every time I come home. Whether I was just a few towns over or across an entire ocean, I quickly realized that this place that I was so excited to leave had changed into a place that I am constantly reminded how lucky I am to come back to. As you move on with your lives, I encourage each and every one of you to embrace the opportunities that travel can provide. Whether it's backpacking through Europe, volunteering in a developing country, or simply exploring a new city with friends, travel has the power to enrich our lives and shape our perspective in profound ways. And when you return home, take the time to cherish the people and the places that have shaped you into the person you are today. So, let us go forth from this moment with a sense of curiosity, wonder, and a commitment to exploring the world around us while never forgetting how comforting it could be to return home. Congratulations to the class of 2023. May your future adventures be full of joy and discovery, and of course, a little bit of Bad Bunny.
waiting, and the first one now will later be last. The first one now will later be last. The first one now will later be last. For the times they are a-changing.
I would like to start this speech off with a brief disclaimer. Mrs. Williams, if you are in the audience right now, this story is told for metaphorical purposes only, and no disrespect is intended. Picture this. The year is 2021, the midst of hybrid learning. I used to love when school was like this. Anytime you felt too lazy to get out of bed to go to school, you didn't have to. You could take any of your classes from the comfort of your own covers. It was sophomore year, and I was taking AP Bio. Don't get me wrong, I loved AP Bio. Learning about how life works down to a cellular level was very cool to me. But on some days, the appeal of staying in bed and joining the Google Meet from there was just too great. On this specific day, Mrs. Williams was doing a lecture on some key biological topic that I cannot recall today. But I do remember being very comfortable under my blanket. As the class continued, my eyelids grew heavy, the lecture became a blur, and I fell into a deep sleep. Hypothetically speaking, of course. 5 hours later, my eyes opened to the screen of Google Meets. My profile picture stood all alone in this digital space. I immediately emailed Mrs. Williams saying I had technical problems or some creative fabrication like that. 5 hours felt like the blink of an eye, but I had just dozed through the entire day of school. I made a promise to myself at that point that I would never fall asleep like that again. In some ways, for the class of 2023, our 4 years of high school have felt like my lost day of school. We entered as freshmen, anxious and excited to begin our high school experience, and not so long after that, we were hit with a global pandemic. Our high school experience was entirely shaped by COVID, making it feel anything but normal. The circumstances that we faced made our time here fly by while simultaneously drag. At some point early on, we collectively fell asleep, and here we are today, awake, well, at least most of us, and graduating. It feels like yesterday when we were trying to figure out the layout of the school, where A connects to D, or where the cafeteria is. Yet, in all honesty, I still don't know what wing the library is on. In just a few months, we will have to discover new hallways, now that we've left Simsbury's. As we start these new beginnings, we have to make sure that we really take everything in. Let's all make a promise to ourselves to stay awake to the new lives that start today. The rest of our lives await us after tonight, and we need to experience them to their fullest. I do not know what I missed in that AP Bio class that I allegedly slept through, but that is exactly the point of it. I do not know what I missed. Who knows? Maybe that was the day that Mrs. Williams told the class the secret of life. While we might have slept through a big chunk of our time in high school, we should learn from this experience as a reminder to never take your time for granted. We must stay awake in life to fully experience it. As perpetual high school senior, Ferris Bueller famously said in a movie that I hypothetically might have watched one day in Mrs. G's Algebra 2 class, hi over there, life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it. Thank you.
My voice seems to be as spotty as this microphone, so please forgive me. It was my 10th birthday, and I don't remember who said these words to me. It could have been an aunt, an uncle, or a grandparent. Not that it really matters, because the message probably would have been the same from all of them, and the slice of pink cake they served with the words didn't quite sweeten the memory. They said to me, "Kitty, you're the generation that's going to save the world." So I may not have remembered how the birthday cake tasted or whether I'd chosen a jungle or princess theme, but I certainly remember those words. They were a heavy burden. For years, I tried not to worry about it. I pushed it off. In my mind, saving the world problems came with being an adult, which I assumed was just a maelstrom of taxes, colonoscopies, and the ever-looming reality that we were slowly becoming our parents. But being an adult wasn't there yet. I had time. It came after we were able to just be kids, and I was Kitty and certainly not Kate. The other day I was looking through some old journals. Journaling is something I've done really since I could write, and I came across a fantastical drawing. This drawing filled the whole page, a whole page of pulleys, conveyor belts, people working side by side, and the whole complicated contraption only had one purpose: to frost a cake. It was quite impressive, way complicated and far beyond ridiculous, but I couldn't help but admire its innocent creativity and innovation. It also got me thinking. We aren't kids anymore. So is it time? Is it time to say goodbye to those years of endless summers, doodling cartoons on the back of our science notebooks, princess-themed birthday parties, daydreaming about a snow day? Is it time to get working? Today, we're faced with problems that are very real and emergent. Equal rights issues, global health concerns, bipartisan stalemates, and of course, climate change. And I would challenge you that perhaps the way to address these problems is to apply that innocent imagination. See, we often associate creativity and imagination with childhood, but these qualities may be exactly what we need to solve the problems our generation is facing. These qualities allow us to see things in new ways and find innovative solutions to problems. They enable us to break out of old patterns and routines and explore new possibilities. We've reached the threshold of adulthood, but we get to decide how we step through it. Creativity and imagination are not just nice-to-have qualities. They're essential to our world. They're the fuel of our growth, a fuel, an ember that is in every single one of us. Take that inquisitive nature that you fostered in your creative writing and classroom daydreams and step through the threshold with bravery, even if it's mixed with fear, with confidence, even if there are hints of uncertainty, and most of all, step through with our wild, unruly curiosity, and life will be more fulfilling, experiences will be richer, and joy will be more abundant. And maybe it isn't so scary after all. Maybe, just maybe, we can have our cake and eat it too. Thank you.
Just a small town girl living in a lonely world. She took the midnight train going anywhere.
Just a city boy, born and raised in South Detroit. He took the midnight train going anywhere. Some were born to sing the blues. Oh, the story never ends. It goes on and on and on and on.
Strangers waiting.
Up and down the boulevard, heroes searching in the night.
Streetlights, people living just to find emotion, hiding somewhere in the night.
Don't stop believing. Hold on to the feeling. Streetlight people. Don't stop believing. Hold on to the feeling. Streetlight people. Don't stop believing.
Hold on to the feeling.
Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. Streetlight people. Don't stop. All right, we're actually not quite done. We do have one other song to do, a special surprise song that's not in the program.
Oh yeah.
Because we do have
Actually,
somebody else
yeah.
leaving us, someone that is not a graduate. Our principal, Mr. Petrina, is also leaving this year. He has served as our principal for 38 years, and rumor on the street says that he loves Van Halen and that he's seen them over 50 times live. That's a lot of times. So we are going to be singing Right Now by Van Halen.
Don't wanna wait till tomorrow. Why put it off another day? One more walk through problems, built up and stands in our way.
One step ahead, one step behind me. Now you gotta run to get even. Just dream about yesterday. Come on, we'll turn this thing around.
Right now,
Hey, it's your tomorrow.
right now.
Come on, it's everything right now.
Such a magic moment, do it right here and now. It means everything. Miss the beat, you lose the rhythm, and nothing goes into place.
Right now!
It's your tomorrow.
Come on, it's everything.
The magic moment. Do it right here, right now.
Right now. It's happening now.
Thank you, Mr. Petrina.
Thank you.
We love you.
Well, that was pretty awesome. Thank you, gang. Just real special. Sorry for the raindrops. Hopefully they'll clear. Good evening, everybody. An extremely grateful thank you is in order for all who make this evening happen each year. So thank you to our administrative assistants, but especially Paula Elias and Ken Para, who oversees this operation, and all the custodial and tech crews. Thank you. I also want to take a quick moment to publicly recognize and thank Susan Salina, who will be stepping down this fall as board chair after 16 years of service, as well as Todd Burek after 12 years. Susan and Todd, your work on behalf of Simsbury and the schools has impacted the lives of thousands of students. Thank you. It's a truly special night for our graduates and their families, but before I talk about that, I want to take a moment to highlight our staff. For the 4 years of this class, the school has experienced nothing but change. The early years were dominated by remote learning and the massive change to teaching brought on by the pandemic. And this year, we saw the arrival of AI and the impact and changes that are just being felt in the classroom now. Learning in real time, adapting your profession to these seismic changes has been handled remarkably well by this staff, and we are forever grateful for your ability to make these changes in a short time. Thank you, staff. A few of our teachers will be departing us and retiring with this wonderful class. The 5 retirees this year have a combined total of 117 years of service, most of which was spent making Simsbury and Simsbury High School special for all their students. Thank you to Melissa Fearington, math teacher, Deb Manning, business teacher, Linda Pyrick, Barb Barker, science teachers, and Amy Muska, Director of Physical Education and Health. Thank you for your years of service. The last educator I'd like to speak about is Gertrude Banks, our open choice liaison. Gertrude passed away suddenly in March. Her tragic loss, while deeply impactful in the moment, has left us a lasting legacy centered on inspiration. She loved working with the students and was proud of their successes and achievements. One of the most important lessons that Gertrude always taught was that the sky is not the limit. Greatness knows no bounds, and the influence you can have on the world is there for the taking. Such a powerful message and a legacy of a life well lived. As such, we offer a lasting thank you to Ms. Banks. In turning our attention to this wonderful class, we see the tremendous steps taken to enact Ms. Banks' words. Their achievements span the full range of SHS experiences. This class was the first in SHS history for every student to successfully complete a capstone project and presentation. Congratulations. This class had 4 conference championships and 1 state title. Great work, crew team. Among this group, we have 25 students committing to play sports at the next level. Our Unified Sports program this year was named a Unified Champion School as one of the top programs in the state. Okay? The highest state accolades were won in fencing and chess. 25 students qualified for Music All-State. 9 students were recognized in the Regional Scholastic Art Awards. Tremendous success was reached academically by this class, with 13 National Merit semifinalists here today and 2 national finalists. And finally, the class as a whole should be recognized as the #1 class in the state for science with the NGS testing in their junior year. Well done, everybody. With all these great accomplishments, it is with no doubt this class' greatest legacy will be their compassion. At the center for this class is the caring pride they have shown each other. It was so clearly evident in our outing and prom of how much this class has bonded. No one exhibited this more than their classmate, Lexi Adams. Lexi lost her battle with cancer in November. Thank you to her family, friends, and classmates who have provided support and help along the way to continue her legacy. If there is one legacy in a short life well lived, it is that Lexi would, that it was lived with strength and positivity, a trait that this class has adopted. As Lexi would say every morning on our way out to school, it's going to be a great day. Our hope is that her legacy will live on in her friends, family, and in all the lives she has touched here, and that we live like Lexi and make it a great day every day. I truly believe this class has embraced both Gertrude and Lexi's belief, as they are so closely tied and stand as a genuine message for all here today. While graduating high school feels like an ending right now, we know that it's really just a beginning. Your journey ahead may be fraught with anxiousness or excitement, or a likely feeling of both. But please know, I will be there with you. After 38 years, I too feel like I am graduating again as I step out of my present role with trepidation and excitement intertwined. The old historian in me couldn't resist, and as such, I researched famous farewells. I couldn't decide which famous farewell to use to ground this speech, so I'll give you a flavor of each as my last message to this class. In 1796, George Washington stepped down after 2 terms as president, and his message centered on unity and keeping the greater good of the country foremost in your mind. Douglas MacArthur, upon ending his famous military career and leading the U.S. through 2 wars, talked about doing your duty and the importance of doing it honorably. And finally, Abraham Lincoln in 1861 extolled about the pride and caring he felt for his community of Springfield as he moved to Washington to lead the country at the outset of the Civil War. So I will take all these values and ask that you, the class of 2023, continue to do this and stay united, support one another as you go forward. As you do so, I also ask that you go forth to college or your careers honorably and appreciatively of the family, school, community that has made you what you are today. In Steve Petrina language, let us bid farewell together to SHS. Taking our cue from the past, let us do so to follow your passion and do so with pride. Your roots developed here at SHS will provide your foundation as you go out into the world. But remember, our roots will always bleed blue and gold. So class of 2023, you have proven here today to be smart, adaptable, and resilient. As such, I have watched this class meet every challenge these past 4 years and overcome every obstacle through your preparation to succeed, your continued pursuit of your passions, and personal growth that you have experienced. Most importantly, your ability to adapt and move forward in these unprecedented times is at the forefront of your success. So please go forth with the inspired confidence of your successes this year to pursue your passions. Do so knowing that you have the love and support of all the people here tonight. I will end. Thank you, Lexi. It is a great day today. Thank you, Gertrude. We are ready for greatness. And from your retiring principal, a final thank you not only to this class, but this wonderful school community. There's only one thing I could possibly think of saying, and that is, God bless the Trojans. All right, gang, here we go. Superintendent Curtis and members of the Simsbury Public School Board of Education, I hereby attest that the administration has reviewed the academic credentials of the students here today, and they have met all the requirements for graduation. It is my great honor to present, for public recognition of the diplomas, Simsbury High School's class of 2023.
We will begin with the class officers who will help to hand out diplomas. Rohan Rajapan. Amelia Catherine Rogers. Jolie Sarah K. Monier Williams. Catherine Morgan Batchelor. Jameson Bodenberg. We will now call the class of 2023 in alphabetical order. Let us begin by taking a moment to reflect on our first graduate, Alexandra Adams. It's going to be a great day. Jocelyn Elizabeth Ashleyman. Samuel Aguilar Lombardo. Soleil Aguja. Kelsey Rose Alonzo. Megan Marie Alonzo. Sabian Alexander Amir Anderson. Austin Reed Angelo. Emily Karina Antonetti. Niles Caleb Arango. Elena Marie Argabe. Sophia Armendariz. Bryn Nicole Bailey Gates. Gavin Robert Ballard. Devin Christina Battistoni. Jake Andrew Beauchamp. Matthew John Becker. Ravi Robert Bamadapati. Skylar Stephen Bobinski. Elena Francine Bontadabas. Alexandra Grace Bouchard. Barbara Ellen Boudreau. Natalie May Bork.
Danielle Claire Brenline. Nicholas Thomas Brown. Reed John Bolger. Priscilla Cabezas. Debo Kai. Jennifer U. Campagna. Genevieve Dorothy Knight. Ava Nicole Ferguson. Emily Helen Carroll. Hayden Garrison Carter. Clara Maria Casabal. Mason Douglas Casale. Alexander Joseph Cash. Akshita Chowdhury. Natalie Lauren Chakurta. Eliza Faith Sorelli. Blaine Matthew Civitello. Thora Rowan Clark. Paige Robin Clark. Nicholas Manuel Brea. Austin Reed Coiro. Spencer Forster Collies. Declan Ajit Connolly. Kiernan Jacob Connolly. James Maxwell Cooper. Adrian Yomar Cosby Ortiz. Nathan Daniel Cornoyer. Ava Lords Cotino.
Leah Marie Crosby. Garrett John Dejanay. Riley Elizabeth Daly. Madison Grace DeGroot. Ainsley Lauren Dean. Brody William Derrick. Leilani DeStefano. Rebecca Lauren Diaz Matos. William Tashim Deach. Riley Madeline DeFada. Jake Coleman Donahue. Jacob James Dording. John Francis Dow Jr. Jane Martin Ducalo. Sophia Lydia Duran. Elijah Franklin Edwards. Peyton Grace Fenner. Lucia Elizabeth Flick. Kyle Allen Flynn. Kobe Kwai Fong. Hayden Alexander Forleo. Brody Jason Frankel. Kate Elise Friedman Morissette. Aaliyah Funkhauser. Megan Sheila Gaffney. Kevin Michael Gallagher. Luke Roman Gallo. Bernice Dow.
Jeslyn Kaylin Gao. Julia Wheaton Garrett. Jeffrey Leonard Giglio. Michael James Goldberg. Noble Nathaniel Gongon. Ashley Rose Goodwin. Hannah Josephine Granger. Thomas Edward Gressier. Caden Davis Grigg. John David Grossman. Melissa Guerrero. Joseph Paul Guglielmino. Kelly Erica Gutzfeld. Emmett Alexander Gawarek. Ahmed Mohammed Haidera. Michaela Rose Halscheid. Gwendolyn Mary Hardy. Colin Patrick Harper. Aaron Seth Harris. Quinn Robert Hegney. Camden Waylon Hagerty. Kara Tracy Hodgson. Miles Joseph Hudek. Kaylin June Hughes. Maura Grace Hughes. Nolan Frederick Huzzy. Isaiah Thomas Isabel. Jake Henry Isaacoff.
Tanner James Jadovich. Alexa Michelle Jansen. Emma Catherine Kazor. Caitlin Shay Howard. Aiden Matthew Kalajian. Faye Selena Kaplinski. Elizabeth V. Cates Joseph. Ryan Michael Keller. Elizabeth Child Kellogg. Aiden Edward King. Carson Cinquagrana Knapp. L. Sienna Koff. Christopher Benjamin Kakinas. Blaze Benjamin Kotz. Haley Aaron Krinsky. Sawyer Johnson Kurt. Julian Landau. Elizabeth Bachland Lang. Lola Isadora Margaret Larson. Sean Earl Lawler. Owen Arthur Lowry. Madeline Naomi Leach. Jenna Danielle Lee. Josephine Lydia LaFranc. Leah Karina Lyda. Jefferson Leon. Kathleen Rose Lepak. Raymond Lee.
Joshua Luther Gary Lilburn. Ava Alexandra Liss. Kayla Nicole Logan. Samantha Rose Lombardi. Elijah Thomas Love. Kylie Christine Lucas. Brendan Patrick Lynch. Nathan Calvin Maker. Gabriella Faith Maxilin. Giovanni Carlo Oscar Marchetti. Kelly Amelia Morella. Kate Loneker Martin. Christian Martinez. Michaela Marie Martinez. Kelly Marie Mateo. Caroline Claire Matisick. Marley Jane Maxon. Meredith Wilson McCormick. Karis Tristan McDavid. Kevin Thomas McElligott. Natalie Teresa Medina Eliscano. Mia Elizabeth Medwar. Luke Joseph Melanson. Brennan John Metz. Tegan Willard Miller. Sadiq Mohadin. Eli William Manjo. Sophie Grace Moretta.
Braden Edward Moriarty. Christopher Allen Morrow. Theodore William Murphy. Grace Mary Myers. Heather Louise Myers. Matthew Vincent Nigro. Cecilia Elizabeth O'Day. Evan Connor Odegaard. Madeline Grace Orris. Erin Oskaya. Tatum Jean Palmer. Molly Vivian Payne. Gabriel Gunn Park. Lauren Elizabeth Parker. Abigail Rose Parr. Benjamin Pascavis. Emma Catherine Pastor. Daniel Lee Perry. Josh Darren Perry. Nelson John Perry. Martin Pichette. Brenna Nicole Pillar. Kiera Poladera. Cotton Francis Potter. Anya Pouliot. Emma Joanne Pulley. Veronica Dean Punty. Nakul Ramaswamy.
Abigail Chase Reynolds. William Gordon Reynolds. Micah James Richards. Benjamin Scott Roberts. Valerie Rodriguez. Calvin Daniel Rutherford. Nicholas James Ryan. Lauren Paige Sabia. Fatima M. Salta. Caroline Elizabeth Santaguida. Anuga Narayana Satyamangalam. Vishruth Narayana Satyamangalam. Matthew Robert Savage. Nicholas Ryan Severis. Sophia Maria Schultz. Jonas Addison Schroeder. Samuel Liam Schulitz. Alexa Nicole Schwartz. Emma Isabella Scudder. Samantha Shaila Siprasad. Anthony Dale Shaw. Isabella Santina Shea. Mira Esther Shea. Braden Thomas Sheehan. Micaela Grace Peixoto Shalito. Rachel Ann Shankman. Tanea Yogesh Shinvi Kuvelkar. Jordan Philip Scher.
Andrew Daniel Shipman. Brendan Edward Shagru. Mallory Lena Shumway. Waya Adair Sims. Tyler James Sinatro. Hudson James Sorois. Christopher Mario Smarelli. Jackson Cartwright Smith. Matthew Dillon Smith. William McSorley Smith. Serafina Alethea Snow. Jordan Soldate. Andromeda Summers. Alexis Ray Vanich Susi. Natira Sisawat. Caden Maury Stefanik. Izzy Betke. Charlie Richard Strayer. Daniel Paul Sullivan. Keely May Sullivan. Maggie Grace Sullivan. Riley Shay Sweeney. Mason Alexander Swilly. Raven Gray Saeed. Carly Marie Sylvester. John Edward Taggart. Alexander William Tieto.
Libby Gray Tennant. Ella Grace Terwilliger. Janice Maria Angelica Torres Fan. Molly June Tritt. Josiah Earl Truentrent. Carmine Anthony Trovato. Taylor Grace Truting. Chanel Naruko Vaitulovich. Noah Davis Fonderklis. Jack Dwyer Van Dyke. Adam Ramon Vasquez. Rhiannon Kathleen Wallace. Luke John Wang. Hannah Gabrielle Welton. Michaela Grace Wetjen. Megan Jade Wilcox. Caitlin Olivia Wild. Giselle Skyla Williams. Luke Michael Williams. Reese Willison. Luke Soren Wismar. Jaden Michael Woods. Michael Gerald Zapp. Rachel Fongjong.
Faculty, please stand and exit. Thank you all for attending tonight's ceremony. Families are asked to meet their graduates in the back field after they exit. There is one thing left to do, class of 2023, and that is throw our hats in the air. Congratulations, class of 2023.
Right.